Hey, what's going on, guys? Back with another game here. This time, the game is The Doors of Trithius. So, as you can probably tell from my last couple videos, I've been really into like traditional roguelikes lately, kind of turn-based, but also ones that have um, like an open world or dungeon crawling, obviously. And I kind of found this game. Um, the game that people compare this to the most that I've seen on Reddit, at least, is Stone Shard. Um, I've played a couple hours of this now. Uh, haven't figured everything out, but I thought it was cool enough to make a video about. And yeah, I see some Stone Shard in this. I see some Tales of Maj'Al, all those traditional roguelikes that hopefully someday I'll make a video on. But life's life, right? So yeah, I just figured I'd show you guys this game. Let's start a new game here. You can choose your background. So there's everything. We'll go through them quick here. Mercenary, street urchin, and you can kind of guess what combat wounds. He starts with gold. It's a mercenary, so that kind of makes sense. Stuff like that. Street urchin. Um, they have a poor diet, raised by thieves, rogue's gambit, hunter, brawler, knight, traveler. That sounds just badass. Chef, druid, and commoner. Um, I always try to switch it up when I play these games, but no matter what I do, I always play hunter first until I get through them. This is how I kind of learned the game, from range, stuff like that. The downfall is you get really used to it, and then it is kind of jarring going to a melee character, but it is what it is. So we're gonna select hunter. So it starts us with a survival skill. Each survival level reduces hunger rate by 2%, and that's locked. But we get to pick two minor skills. And we're going to pick cooking. Food is pretty big in this game. Not only for there is a hunger meter, it isn't crazy. It's not like annoying, but it also gives you health, health regen and whatnot if you eat. And then for the second one, there's anything from botany, war apt, that's uh, decreases the cost of melee and ranged abilities, gives a small damage boost, so that would actually be kind of cool. Enchanting. I know there's not much magic in this game yet. I know there's a basic magic system, but as far as I've read, kind of stay away from that, anything magic, until it gets added. Um, there's reading, alchemy, medicine, athletics, travel, and quartermaster. So just from the 3 hours I've played, as much as I want to go something cool, like reading or botany. Well, botany would actually be viable, but like even war apt that damage. I think I'm gonna go medicine because this game so far has been pretty difficult. Not in a bad way, but I have died quite a bit. All right, then we get to choose one physical trait. I'm never really sure what to go with here. Um, I mean, inventory storage, I haven't had a full inventory yet, but then again, I've barely made it out of the first dungeon. Health recovery, energy recovery, thick skin, wound resistance. I kind of like that. You do get a lot of wounds. Let's try that. You get like, um, broken bones. Oh, I don't think that works against poison. It might. We'll see. We'll click next. So now you roll your character. And I chose the hunter, so it's going to start me with a bow and some random clothing that is, just basic. Uh, we'll call it level 1 stuff. And then some supplies, arrows, bandages, couple antidotes. Tribal short bow. What I like to do is go for a long bow because it gives you, so a tribal short bow has 6 attack range. I like to go for a long bow and get it up to 8. Then you know, if you're just starting out, you have those 2 extra spaces that'll just help you in the long run. Here, villager's longbow, attack range 8, um, bleed chance 6%, 55% chance, ammo recovery, armor penetration, accuracy is a negative 18. That's okay though, 'cause I want that range. Here's our appearance if you care to change that. We'll be a male at least. And starting with some arrows, 2 bandages, 2 bread, a minor respite. Okay, I haven't seen that yet. And a campsite. I kind of would like a little more supplies than this, but we're going to roll with it. And we're going to see how far we can make it in this run. And if I die, you know, fairly early, I'll just start another one really quick. But like I said, I haven't figured everything out in this game, and I'm looking forward to learning new stuff here. So here we are. We start in a dungeon. Here's our guy. Here's shows, you know, our move, our path, what tile you're going to be on. So like I said, this is a traditional roguelike. So if I take a move, an enemy takes a move, right? So I could move here and an enemy, and I could sit here forever, and the enemy could only do his one action, whether it's an attack or a move or whatever it may be. Down here we have the hotbar. I have a range skill right now. I get some better accuracy and a leap. I can leap backwards or forwards maybe. I don't remember. Over here we have our inventory window and equipment, and this is always just kind of open, which doesn't really bother me. It's actually really convenient, you know, just getting rid of the keybind and whatnot for an inventory. You have your quest tab down here, actions, escape, wait a turn, feed, quaff, I'm not even sure what that is, potions I guess, and medicine. You have a crafting, you can salvage, repair, recipes, enchantments, and then your menu. And then over here you have your masteries. So first thing you want to do is come in here and spend some points that you start with. So if you click on your main skill here, so ranged, I have 1 focus point to spend. And I think I'm going, so I could either go 3% crit chance while using ranged, all experience gained with ranged, up 5%, or reduces energy cost. So I'm going to go crit chance right off the bat for 1. And then we're also going to hit an accuracy for 1 there in our secondary skill. Then we're going to come over to skills. So this is that locked skill we started with, survival. We could not swap that out. So we're going to do rapid recovery. We're really going to focus on medicine if we can and whatnot, because this game does have some brutal mechanics if you do not have the correct supplies to deal with it. So we'll take second wind, which is a activated ability. Just get a little boost to everything for 5 turns. And we have 3 points left. We could go up to this passive, plus 50% healing efficiency when under 30 health. Let's take that. And then we have 1 more to spend. I never know what to do with this one. I either usually go like campfire, or I mean I could get I could do a speedy. I already have an escape skill for early game right now, kind of. So we'll craft wooden arrows, whatever. And we have 2 points in medicine, so we're gonna get basic first aid, right? And antidote. That's actually nice. Take no damage from bleed wounds. Yeah, let's take that. Oh, that takes 2. Okay. Let's actually get this antidote then. You don't want to be getting poisoned down in these dungeons. And then cooking. Oh, that's right, I chose cooking. So we're just gonna, let's do meat preparation and peeling to start. And that will hopefully give us a couple things we can craft if we come across a cooking station. All right, now with that all out of the way, obviously you have your stats here. Stats tab. You have a character tab, shows all your buffs and passives and whatnot. And a magic tab, which I don't really think is in game that much. So let's go. So now we just explore this dungeon. I believe we have to get through a couple levels and then we hit an open world map. So let's see if we can do that. So here we got a couple snakes. You can right click on anything basically to inspect it. So we could go right by these guys if we wanted to, sneak by them, if there was enough room, right? They might wake up if we're one tile away, but I want to kill them just for the XP. So just for the sake of it, we're gonna use this buff and get an accuracy buff, and we're just gonna start popping them and stay outside of this doorway. And if they reach it to us, there'll be a little like choke point here. 12 on the first hit, that was good. Then we miss, we shoot an 8, got him. And then let's just go for this other one. 11 on the first, 11 on the second, dead. So now all you have to do is click on here, and here's your loot. So we got some oil, leather, and we got 2 of our arrows back from that guy. Awesome. We're gonna loot all. We're gonna do the same thing down here. We got leather and a sapphire gem. I haven't seen a gem yet. This bed, if we had leveled up or something, we would need that to spend one of our points. We're going to keep pressing on though. It's very easy to get overrun in this game. Not so much this first floor, but venturing further, you kind of you can get overrun pretty easily. So just be patient. Don't click too far ahead where you're, around this corner where you're running into an undiscovered area. You never know what's back there. Here's a chest. A grain flail. Bronze necklace of accuracy. Alright, here we go. I haven't seen one of those yet. We got some food and some gold. So now if we go to our equipment tab up here, we can click on that. We got +8 accuracy from that necklace. Whew. Let's go. I'll take it. Oh, see? There's a snake chilling behind that wall there. You don't want to get too clicky in this game. We'll loot all of that. We'll hit this barrel. And we'll hit that barrel. Get some arrows. Nice. So let's just kind of continue down, I guess, this way. Here's our stairs we need to proceed to the next level. See, now I open up a door here to 3 enemies. These guys are sleeping. They'll probably wake up though. This guy's pretty close. I'm at 100 health. I could just stand here and tank him, but let's do a little jump back. Let's go down here, and then we'll pop a shot at him. Get some distance. Couple big hits there. Got him. Loot him. We got an apple and 2 of our arrows back, and we might as well get these snakes. $13 and a 9. We'll get 4 arrows there. Leather and arrows there. And as you can see up here, these little tooltips pop up if you I should turn these off at some point, but you can just click on them and it tells you how to get started. Tells you all about combat and tells you about when you discover skills. So this game is kind of has a leveling system like Skyrim, you know, where if you do something and the more you do it, the more it's going to level up. And a lot of the skills are discoverable. So even though I didn't choose them in my character creation screen, I can go and pick a plant in one of these dungeons and I will unlock botany, right? And then it's just up to me whether I want to put points into that or not. As far as I can tell, points are pretty precious, so think about that before you do anything. Couple big misses there. Let's leap back over here. Hit him with a 9 and he's bleeding, and a 10. Doesn't drop any loot. Another thing too, this game is a traditional roguelike. It does have permadeath, but you know, if you die, you're dead. But you can also save and load the game at any time. So if that's your style, you know, no one's gonna judge you. I like the rush and the excitement of, you know, a roguelike, and a fairly difficult one at that, especially a new one. This is not a new game, but new to me. It's a fairly new game. It's been out for a little while, I think. Up here we have our food telling us we're hungry. So if we let that go, you know, our energy will not recover as fast. Neither will our health. So I just like to have it on this all tab sometimes. We got some food in here we can choose from, you know, apple, roasted haunch, 2 bread. So we'll start with with at least 1 bread that they gave us to start. And we'll go back down here and continue on our journey. So like I was saying, you could save the game, you know, at any time, right? Oh, you dirty rat. It's some raw meat. So I'd like to find a cooking station. You know, I have... Well, maybe not yet. I only have 1 raw meat that I could probably cook up, maybe. Locked door down there. I have not figured out how to do that yet. Some of these games have a kick mechanic. I don't see that. It doesn't seem like I can attack the door either. So if anyone knows, you know, I haven't really researched this game yet. See there, oh, I'm bleeding? I failed to see this, right? See this trail of blood here, but here's our debuffs. I'm bleeding and I'm poisoned. I got decent health now. I can waste 2 turns to cure these up. So we'll slap a bandage on, gets rid of our bleeding, and we'll take an antidote to get rid of this poison. And then we'll kill this rat that's gnawing on me. Here's our cook station I was looking for. I don't know if I need it quite yet. See, I should have noticed that. You want to notice if you're bleeding, obviously, or poisoned pretty early. Luckily, it didn't get me too bad. We'll eat this bread. And this is replenishing our health every move. So for 50 turns, we get 0.35 health recovery and 0.75 energy recovery. So if you're just chilling like this instead of running around, you can just hold spacebar to pass turns, and you'll get healed up. Mind you, that also, you know, obviously everything is sped up. You know, it's going turn for turn for turn very quickly, so your hunger is going to go down, stuff like that. But there's a decent amount of food in this game I've found. Here's a recipe. You want to loot everything. Loot all these barrels. Even in the towns, it lets you loot people's houses and stuff. It's pretty great. Got some gold here. Let's see if we can do anything. So we can make a roasted haunch. Let's do it. We can make 2. So eventually, you know, if we had a potato or an egg, we could bake and boil those up, which we do not right now, unfortunately. But we did get some food. I also leveled up here. You can see in your log, and in the options, there's a couple options you can add or remove a bunch of stuff from this combat log, activity log, or whatever it's called. So let's see what we can do with that. So we can do 1 point in our ranged. Man, I really like crit, especially with our accuracy right now. But I do love experience as well. All experience gained with ranged weapons is increased by 5%. I could also stack these, you know, and go for... I could get more range and vision right there. Yeah, I'm gonna hoard these for a second, you know, we're still on the first floor, I believe, so... And these, we don't have anything to spend in there. Alright, let's continue. So we'll kind of stash those points away for a rainy day here. Some arrows, nice. I have ran out of arrows before, and it's very bad. It's very bad. Luckily, I did have a melee weapon in my inventory. I still ended up dying, but I did put up a fight. Speaking of which, I'm not sure if you can like weapon swap in this game. What happens if I click that? No. Okay. What are these? Main hand alternate. You can. Okay. Oh, fuck. How do I... right click maybe? Ah, it just keeps... I wonder how you get... I wonder if I have to unlock the... I bet you there's something in a skill tree somewhere. Sorry I swore too. My bad. Here's that bed. Can we rest in it? Here, yeah. So you can sometimes do a short rest. A deep sleep is where you meditate and you're able to level up. I believe it also like restores everything. Maybe not some ailments and debuffs. I'm not sure on that. So all this works is it's kind of based on what we've done so far. Like kind of everything. So I got 12 wisdom from using medicine, 22 wisdom from slaying monsters, 4 wisdom from cooking food, which accumulates to 1 skill point. We're on the first floor, not even completed with it. That makes sense, right? So now we get to choose where to put this. You know, I could go athletics or I could continue. I kind of want to do a medicine. Just get ahead of the game on that right now in case this run goes a substantial amount of time, you know? And let's finish exploring this floor, which I think we did. We can actually... We got full health. Spent our points for the most part. Let's go down a floor. I already see some enemies here. Let's pop this rat. With a miss, with a miss. Let's take a jump back, a miss. Wow, RNG, come on. See, now we're getting swarmed here. I think I should be okay. I can pop this. Let's take this green. Junior iguana. Feisty little fellas known to carry fruit. What's this? Centipede, a nuisance more than anything else. These pests will keep attacking until they are destroyed. Well, let's take out this iguana first. Hit him with a 10. 11. One more hit should do it. He's dead. I can't. I don't have energy to spend on my abilities right now. That's alright. We took some damage, but we can fix that. We can eat Let's eat a roasted haunch. And we'll just kind of creep up while we heal here a little bit. I saw another enemy up here. Yeah. Let's hit him with the 10. Hit him with the 8. 2 hit. He dead. We're about half health. Here's another enemy. Here's one. This guy's in range. We'll pop him for 12. 6. He's dead. Let's get this guy for an 11. He ducked around the corner. See if we can get LOS on him. Got him. So this is just how I play my roguelikes for the first, 20 hours or so, is with a bow. You guys are obviously free to do whatever you want. I did try, the knight, or whatever the big melee dude is, and that was fun as well. Just bashing, taking hits, building your character up, tanky. Let's use our buff here. Hit him with the 12, hit him with the miss and the miss. There's a snake up here, we'll grab that. Get that XP. What do they drop? That doesn't say. They're dead though. There's another centipede. So these first couple floors of the dungeon, are basically teaching you what you're going to encounter, not only out in the open world, but also in dungeons and how those work. So the open world is randomly generated. It's got, kind of these living towns or caravans or something. I haven't really seen them yet. There's factions, you can gain reputation, all that stuff, and you get bonuses and buffs and whatnot from certain factions. And then all the locations, every tile on the world map, you can explore. So even if it doesn't look like there's something there, you can explore and just kind of like go around the woods or whatever terrain you're on, whether it's mountain, and just fight creatures and forage, get some ingredients and stuff like that for crafting and level up skills. And I'm really hoping I can get out of here and show you that open world mechanic. But there is no guarantees in the world of traditional roguelikes, especially when I keep missing my target. Alright, let's jump out of here. It's getting ridiculous. Get some space. Pop that centipede, loot this guy. Get in range here. Got him. Raw insect meat. Sounds good. So I am hungry again. We'll eat another. We can go to this. Another one of those. And let's eat 2 of them and get our health back up. Here is a crafting station, I believe. We'll hit all these containers first. There's our eggs we could have cooked. Shield, antidote, flour. I can't bake yet. Some arrows, some gold. Ooh, there's also a chest in here. Some oil. What does oil do? A thick, multi-purpose, flammable liquid usable in cooking and crafting. Okay. I mean, makes sense. Pickaxe, bronze necklace, wizard's brew recipe. Okay, nothing I'm gonna really use. That's okay. We can sell it or salvage it. So here is a workbench. So if you have the right materials and you also have, I believe, the recipe, which is unlocked, I think, through your skills, or you know what I mean. You should be able to craft stuff. Here you can salvage or repair as well. So we are going to salvage this bronze necklace. I think, spoiler alert, but you'll get a mission, you know, not a big mission, it's just a side mission to bring someone some necklaces. So we're going to keep that. We're going to salvage this buckler, this pickaxe, and this meat cleaver. So now we could, with those materials we just got from salvaging, we could craft a splint, torch, wooden arrow, or twiggy bolt. It's really nice that they show up in green. It stands out obviously really well against the dark background and the white text. Props. Let's continue on. Let's get rid of some of these. You right click to inspect. Okay. Focus points. Gain the archery level. Those are the ones I'm saving, so I can buy the one that costs 2. Wounds, we went over that. Poison, broken bones, bleeding. Leveling up, did that. Sleep in a bed. Or we're going to, I should say. And exploring dungeons is never safe. You always want to have some heals on you. We are doing okay. We can zoom out so I can see if I... Looks like we completed this floor. Maybe not all of it right here. Yeah, we got it. Okay. So now we can go down a floor. Did I just go up a floor? I think I went up a floor. Okay, I went up a floor. Where are those downstairs at? Right here. My bad. Easy enough, easy enough. I already have an open door there. There's probably an enemy roaming around here. There's one right there. So now we're getting into the goblins. Null Defender, soulless automatons. Their creator's gone, they carry out their duty nonetheless. They kind of look like little goblins. So we'll pop ourselves with our buff here, and we'll just start raining down on them, right? I'm getting this doorway trapped. Oh, I was off a tile. Oops. Well, let's just take him out here. Got him. Here comes a rat. Pop him in the head. Now, how many arrows do I have? I do want to keep an eye on that. I have 78, so we are good for a little while. You don't want to run out. Got an iron walking stick, antidote, and 3 more eggs. Be nice to find another cooking station. Here we go. Here's some plants. Here's where we learn botany. What was that? Is there an... Oh, we got an enemy right here. It is tough to see them sometimes when they're behind doors or like right behind you. Yeah, we got a little null. Let's kill him. Oop, I'm bleeding. Let's just slap a bandage on that right away. Come on. Wow. There we go. Man. Anyways, so here's where we discover botany. You kind of want to be careful with when you harvest these plants, but on the other hand, you also just want to harvest them all. It'll help your skill, and because some of these are poisonous or it'll give you a debuff, we'll see what happens. Botany skill discovered just from clicking on a plant. Now we'll harvest it. So we failed to harvest that, 60%. We got 1 Narine, failed to harvest. Critical fail, and we got poisoned. That's what I'm talking about. So now you want to make sure you have antidote. I should have waited till I pulled this last. Okay, we're good. We got some stinkhorn. So now if we go up to this table, we're not gonna know how to do anything because we have not So when you sleep in a bed, this is where you get to choose if you want to, add your point to one of your existing skills, which are on the top, or one of these ones that you have discovered. So we are just going to keep pressing on since we cannot. Ooh, we are low on health. Let's eat a cabbage, carrot. We're going to hold spacebar. That didn't get us very much. Let's eat an apple. Hold space. Alright, 67 out of 100. That's doable. Got this guy here. We'll pop our buff. Hit him for 13. Hit him for 11. And he's bleeding me. We killed him though. Slap a bandage on. He didn't even drop any loot. That was rude. Another one here. Let's jump back. I really don't want to bleed. I don't have any bandages right now. We can check our crafting window to see if we can craft them from there, if we even have the supplies. Crafting. Recipes? Medicine. No, we need cloth. We have one cloth. Well, we just gotta be careful. We can't, unless we find some more cloth. Oh god, this is not good. Come on, I need some big hits here. 13 and a 9. I'm bleeding. This might be the end here, folks. Can they open doors? Oh my god. I just discovered that. They cannot open doors, but I'm bleeding. So I need to, can I salvage? That would give me wood, scrap metal, flail. If I remove my clothes, can I salvage that? Yes. Rip pants. Literally. I just leveled up. This is not a game that brings you to max health on level. I'm just realizing. But we'll pop that bandage. We'll also pop that onion. Gain some health here. Not very much. Let's see, what can I do here? I leveled up in... How? With bludgeons? Not sure how I got that. I couldn't even... maybe just because I equipped it a couple times? Not sure. Here we go. Now we have 2 focus points here to spend on maybe a pretty cool passive. Find new means to brutalize your foes, gaining 15% critical damage with bows. That is tempting. Critical hits also immobilize targets for 1 turn. Each successful attack grants 10 movement speed. After using an archery or ranged ability. Okay. Each... Ooh. That costs 4 points though. I do feel like I kind of need another skill these are kind of... Oh, here's abilities. These cost 3. I need another skill. We gotta wait one more turn, unfortunately. But we do need to... we can put something in cooking here. No, medicine. This is medicine? Medicine. My bad. Take no damage from bleed wounds. No, that costs 2. We're gonna save for that. We're saving one more level for all this stuff. I need to... Nope. And then I step on a trap. Oh man. And I can't make a splint because I don't have a workbench. So you have to pass turn until that wears off. Now I can move, but my move speed is shot. So what you saw behind that door is like this blob thing. I should have mentioned this mechanic earlier, but I always forget about it. So the more blood on a dungeon floor, the bigger this blob thing gets in this room. And you want to kill it as soon as you find it, otherwise it gets really strong and it pumps out all these little like beetle things. Ooh, these wells are random, I think. This could be a lifesaver. I think I need to eat some raw food though to stand a chance. Okay. I pop 1. Missed, of course. Got a bleed on him. I think these could be good or bad, or nothing. So, come on, RNG gods. Healed my cripple. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that. Let's. So eating raw eggs has a chance to apply poison. You always want to read your descriptions because I don't want poison right now, even though I do have an antidote. Should we try? What are we at? 42-minute video? Yeah, let's go for it. I don't know if I'll get to show you guys the open world. Not if I keep missing. There's 3 of them. Come on, let's get out of here. Hopefully they can't open doors, right? We gotta figure out what to do here. What do we got in here? Another bad guy. Might be able to take this one out. There we go. We got a carrot. Let's go. We're gonna eat that right now. Let's check this barrel. Empty. 2 of them. I got 27 health. Not right now, guys. Here we go. Here's a little library. Now this pertains to the reading skill, which I did not choose, obviously, but I will get it here. So if we... I don't think you have to read them, actually. How does that work? Maybe if I go to the bench first. Let's loot these. So we got a necklace from that. Interesting. That's it. So... if I had a book, I'm not sure how this works, but sometimes I'm able to read stuff. Well, put it at that. Oh, there we go. So once you back out, it tells you your reading skill is discovered. Um, should you choose to put points in it. But unfortunately, everything I picked up I cannot read right now. So we're just gonna keep on cruising, looking for some health. Can't eat any of that. Don't want to eat that. Can we pick one of these little gobbles off? That sounded bad. Oh, I didn't mean to go forward. I want to shut the door. Maybe I can't when he's in the way. Fart. Yep, this is it, folks. 45-minute video. Wait. Yep. We had a good run. Perfect timing to end. I did not get to show you guys the open world, but maybe I'll make a second video once I get out of that first dungeon. As you can see, if you get kind of caught with your pants down, you run out of supplies or whatnot, it can be end game for you. If anyone made it this far, I appreciate it. Um, and I'll catch you guys next time with another random video in another random time. Have a good one.